What comes to your mind when you hear the very beginning of the Americas? Is it Christopher Columbus? John Cabot? Leif Erikson? Congratulations, you got the right answer in a traditional education setting. My question to you is, what about the Native Americans that lived here before Europeans discovered America? Do you remember the impacts that colonization and immigration had on them? What about genocides? What comes to your mind when you hear the word? The Holocaust? Correct again. But have you ever heard of Rwanda or Darfur? Rwanda has had as many as 800,000 people murdered, and Darfur has had more than 2 million deaths in a period of 2 decades. These examples are the difference between a traditional education and a multicultural education. First, what is multiculturalism? According to Salter, multiculturalism then is or should be an awareness that other cultures do exist, have a right to exist, and do not have to conform to ours to be acceptable. This definition includes ethnicity, learning styles, gender, and religion, just to name a few. So how do we integrate multiculturalism into the classroom so students receive a multicultural education? Teachers and curricula are responsible for the tone set and information presented about different cultures in the classroom. Banks and Banks stated, how an instructor teaches is informed and shaped by what is taught. In other words, what a teacher is taught is what that teacher's students will be taught. Also, the curriculum should contain information about all cultures. Remember, a teacher who is afraid or nervous to incorporate new things or things they did not learn in school will pass that fear or dislike along to his or her students. Students model behaviors that they see. Second, why do we need multiculturalism? In Garcia's article of Multiculturalism in the Classroom, she gives a list of goals and advantages that give a better understanding of why we need multiculturalism. Goals: creating a safe, accepting, and successful learning environment for all, increasing awareness of global issues, strengthening cultural consciousness, strengthening intercultural awareness, teaching students that there are multiple historical perspectives, encouraging critical thinking, preventing prejudice and discrimination. Advantages: help students develop positive self-image, offers students an equitable educational opportunity, allows multiple perspectives and ways of thinking, combats stereotypes and prejudicial behavior, teaches students to critique society in the interest of social justice. Students who feel left out or disliked will grow up into adulthood with those same feelings, often impacting their outlook on life. A student who is included and involved will broaden their knowledge and have a more positive outlook on life that pushes them to do their best. Finally, how do we as Christian educators address multiculturalism in the classroom? As Christians, we know that every human is priceless to God. As educators, we understand that history and cultures are vital to students' worldview. I plan to implement multiculturalism in my classroom by knowing my students' learning styles, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, by encouraging them to be proud of their heritage through stories, show and tell, and pictures, by being aware of my own biases and being informed about my students, by creating assignments that celebrate multiculturalism, such as interviews with family members and allowing students to share their reports with the class. We should never embarrass a student or make him feel uncomfortable. Students should know that the classroom is a safe place for his or her ethnicity, IQ, gender, religion, and learning style. By creating this atmosphere, we will broaden our students' worldview, and we as teachers will glorify Christ in our actions.